shut up. She's running into the house, slamming the door. She thought he was going to kill me. He thought she was going to come back and kill her. I took the dog immediately to the pound after he left and gave it to the pound. I said, you know, she was devastated, but I just could not have him come to my house again. I have these 4 kids, it's just me, and he terrified us.
Go ahead.
When I pulled up to the property, I got out of my truck and I was raising Cain. When I noticed there was 2 kids, she asked me to stop. I did stop, and I said, quote, I apologize, but this crap has got to stop.
So it stopped. It stopped because she took the dog, and she put the dog in the pound, and hopefully the dog was adopted by some lovely family. I'm sure that the dog was adopted by some lovely family that didn't have chickens as a next-door neighbor. Right. That takes care of your counterclaim. It all just went a little bit too far. Mr. Davis, there are lots of reasons that your chicks could come up missing. One reason could be a stranger's dog, could be another neighbor's dog, according to you. There were lots of dogs around the neighborhood that played in the yard. And it's unfortunate, but I don't think she's responsible. I think she exercised reasonable caution in trying to prevent from happening, keeping her dog penned in. Didn't work out. She had enough, and she gave the dog away. Not every action requires a lawsuit. This is one of those cases. How many chicks do you have left?
Right now, I have 4 chickens. One of them was not in the pen where they were being attacked from.
Right now you have 4. Is that right?
Correct.
That's enough. That's all. Shh.
Case number 133 on the calendar, Your Honor, in the matter of McFerrin versus Wimberly. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated, sir. Have a seat, please.
Miss McFerrin, Mr. Wimberly is your former husband.
Yes.
And this young lady is his present wife.
Yes.
Who is this gentleman?
This is my fiance.
How long were you and Mr. Wimberly married?
We were legally married about 4 to 5 years, but together 13 years.
And you have children?
Mm-hmm.
How many children do you
have? We
have?
have 2 children.
How old are they?
7 and 10.
And who has primary physical custody of the children?
I do.
When do the children go to visit Mr. Wimberly?
He gets them on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th weekends of the month. And he gets them at Christmas and holidays. We alternate, and a month out of the summer.
You say no, sir.
No, I get him whenever she wants me to see, lets me see him.
Well, that's your fault. Because if you are entitled to the 1st, 3rd, and 5th weekend of each month, plus Christmas and holidays or whatever, and if you choose not to exercise that visitation, you can't blame it on anybody else.
I go to the places to pick him up, Your Honor, and she doesn't bring him.
Then you take her to court, and you file for contempt of the order.
That costs money.
Of visitation. No, it doesn't. You can go into court without a lawyer. I'm telling you that, Mr. Wimberly. That's where I was for a long time.
Okay.
You pay child support as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
How much do you pay in child support?
$200 a week, $10,400 a year.
This is what your lawsuit is about, Ms. McFerrin. That when the children were visiting their father on 2 separate occasions, their stepmother cut their hair. And did she color one of their hair as well?
The 10-year-old, she had it bleach blonde.
The boy?
Yes.
And then it is your claim that after she did that, she took your daughter, who's 7, in to have her ear pierced? All of this without your permission?
All of it without my permission.
And then she called Child Protective Services and made complaints about you.
Right.
For all of that, you want her to pay you thousands of dollars, $5,000.
And false police reports.
And false police reports. She says that the kids wanted new hairstyles, which is why she did it. And your daughter, who's 7, wanted her ear pierced, which is why she did it. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And she did call Child Protective Services because she says that the allegations were true.
Yes, ma'am.
So I have a couple of questions for you, sir. Just for you.
Okay.
When your children came to visit you, on what day was the first haircut?
The first one was June 25th, 2002.
And it's acknowledged you agree that you were not involved in this beautician stuff. Is that right?
Well, I mean, I knew it was taking place. I mean, I was there.
You were there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they're my kids. I mean, if they want a haircut and it's a birthday and they want the haircut, I'm going to give them a haircut. I mean.
Just a second. You were there when your son's hair was bleached?
Yes. That was the one was in Louisiana. Yes, ma'am.
Why did you permit that?
He's 10 years old. It's his birthday. He wanted his hair changed. I mean, he's 10 years old. I don't see the problem with that.
When the children get their hair cut and when Krishna got her ears pierced, Neil knew about it. Mr.
I don't care whether they knew about it or not.
I have a tape saying he didn't know about the ear piercing.
Is that right, sir?
I knew about the ear piercing. I wasn't present at the ear piercing.
Well, did your wife call and say to you, I'd appreciate it if you didn't cut the kids' hair when they're with you?
I'm not saying she didn't, Your
I'm
Honor.
asking you whether she did.
I don't recall.
Okay. Did you call and say to him, please
Yes,
don't
I
cut-"
said, I told them, do not touch her hair again, because at the time I wasn't worried about my son.
That was June of 2002. And then in
and
July...
the very next time they went, she cut it again. It was less than
Which
a
is
month.
just a second. Why did you cut their hair again if their mother had said, don't do it?
I was never told by Miss McFerrin never to cut their hair.
Wasn't your husband?
Not to my knowledge, he wasn't. Maybe through the children he might have been, but I never heard anything
Yes.
about it.
Do husbands, do fathers have rights?
That's not what I'm asking you. In my court, fathers have a lot of rights if they use their brains. If you're using your children to irritate her, then you're an idiot. And you're not being a good father. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor, it's not
All
like
right.
that.
Then what I'm asking you is, did your former wife call you and say, do me a favor, please don't cut our daughter's hair,
I wasn't that nice.
or you better not cut their hair again if they're with you? Do you recall that?
I do not recall that. I'm not saying she didn't. I do not recall that. But I do not like talking to her, so...
It's hard to have a civil conversation.
Let me explain something to you. You are, within the context of this family, between these two people, a non-entity.
Mm-hmm.
And what I found most interesting about your answer was that you keep referring to the fact that we have custody. We, meaning the two of you, have joint custody of the children. My husband and I share custody of his two children with Tina. You do not. You do not have anything.
That's right.
He has. So you do not exercise any jurisdiction over these children.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
The other thing that struck me is that the thing that really bothers you is that he pays, according to you, $866 of monthly child support that I'm sure burns your tail.
No, ma'am.
It's even in police report and CPS reports. They complain about having to pay child support.
Yeah. It bothers me when I pay it when I don't see my kids. And she doesn't work.
Mr. Wimberly, you should not allow your wife to do anything that irritates the mother of your children.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Do you understand me, Mr. Wimberly?
I understand that I had no rights then.
You are dumb as a bucket of rocks.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Tina McFerrin says her ex-husband's new wife, Lori Wimberly, cut her children's hair and pierced her daughter's ears without her permission. She also claims Lori filed false reports with CPS.
Your job is to make sure that you and your wife, how old are you, by the way?
28,
And how old is she?
19.
She
And you've
just
been
turned
together how
19.
long?
Since
2
she was
years.
16.
Shut! I didn't speak to you.
2 years.
Your job is to make sure that you or your teenage bride don't do anything to upset the mother of your children, who is the children's custodian, because even though you've made some mistakes, which you have, Mr. Wimberly, I know that you have,
I'm not saying I'm
social
perfect.
mistakes, even though you've made certain social mistakes, the children are the innocents. So that if you know that it irritates the custodian of your children for you or your teenage bride to take them to the hairdresser and have their hair chopped, then you say to your bride, don't do it. I don't want to put the children in the middle of this. I don't want to upset her, because after all, they have to go back to her. Do you understand me, Mr. Wimberly?
I understand that I had no rights then.
You are dumb as a bucket of rocks. Don't you understand what I just said to you? Aren't you? You have rights, sir. Your responsibility is to see to it that your children are not stressed by living with a custodian that you purposely stress out. Because if what you're saying to me at age 28, that you don't understand the difference between what your rights are, yeah, I could take my kids and I can take them to have their hair cut. I have rights, I'm a father. And then your kids have to go home and listen to her shrieking because you cut their hair. I'm saying to you, your responsibility is different from your right. Do you get it now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you may choose to ignore it. If you do so, then two innocent people, that is your children, are going to continue to suffer because you are a pig-headed, dumb as a bucket of rocks father who's 28 years old, couldn't keep his pants zipped, got together with a 16-year-old, left their children, left their wife, and married somebody who was 17 years old, who he allows in 2002, when she was 17 years old, 2001, to take his children to a hairdresser and have their hair chopped off twice. That's what you did, sir.
And, Your Honor, also, they've done these false police reports that I have to continually deal with.
What
CPS
false police reports, Ms. McFerrin?
This one was for April 22nd, 2002. And they said I kicked their dog, and I kicked it so much that its guts were coming out.
It died.
No, Your Honor,
And
that's not right.
I killed the dog.
Who saw her kick the dog?
I did. She showed up
Even
at
in
my
here it says-
residence.
I was in the shower, Your Honor.
She
You were
showed
in the
up.
shower?
It was
Yes.
midnight, beating on my house, and she went to the door. I was in the shower.
It was around 11:30.
What'd you go to the house for?
It was about 10 o'clock in the evening.
What did you go to the
pick up
house?
my children's baseball uniforms that they did not send back after the weekend visit.
What time did you go to the house to get them?
I called them about 10 o'clock, right before 10, to discuss it with them about the uniforms and asked them to bring them to the house.
And?
They refused. They said,
Who?
we're not bringing it.
Who did you speak to?
Lori, because I'm not allowed to talk to Neil.
Why not?
She will not